As I'm finishing setup, please let me know if you can hear me in the audience in the chat room. Just finishing up things right now, make sure everything's good. Also in the chats, would like to point out 1, Crash Thompson, who I saw, and 2, Wrestling Soup. If you love the type of channel I have for rock metal alternative, go follow Crash Thompson. If you love pro wrestling, or if you hate pro wrestling, go follow Wrestling Soup. They'll have you covered on both. I don't know how Wrestling Soup kept up with all the wrestling news this past week. My condolences. Hear you loud and clear, hear you going on, hear you, I can hear you. And finally, one more. Gretchen is in the chat room. She's one of the moderators. Everyone say hello to Gretchen. She is the best, my better half. Goodness, Soup. Alright, timer's down. Let's get this show on the road. Won't be a super long stream or anything, but I wanted to share this moment with all of you. Let's see if I can figure this right. That was probably abrupt. Whatever. Let's do this. Properties. And finally. Hopefully that worked. I did it! Hello everyone, welcome in. This is an one-time deal, an abrupt stream, to share with you all the box I got this past weekend. Now, I'm aware of some of you. I'm aware of some of you have been following me for a very long time. I'm aware some of you have just kept up and followed me recently the past year or so. Regardless, I'm very thankful right now that you guys are all here. Just as a heads up, oh snap, it's a box. Yes, it's one of my unboxings. I've done very few, but I'll do them. Just as a heads up, 1, my arm is in a sling, so I'm going to be doing this a little bit more awkwardly. I threw out my shoulder really bad, but I'll be okay. Number 2, not going to be a super long stream. If I put in the top pinned comment, if you guys are feeling generous, want to do super chats, I'll answer any question you have. If it's a super chat, after the unboxing, I'll answer Q&A stuff like that too, just generic. But if you do a super chat, I'll do that for sure. And I also want to point out we had a new super chat channel membership, because I do channel memberships now. Wanted to thank the one channel membership we got out there. Thank you very much for doing that, by the way. Very awesome to see. I thanked you on the stream already. Just wanted to make sure. Give you guys 1 or 2 more minutes. Future Gretchen from Recess is a mod. Wow. Not quite that Gretchen, but I get what you're going for. It's good that you know at least one Gretchen. So, give 1 more minute. We'll wait for a few more stragglers. Thank you, guys. I got it on Saturday. Now, I was told by Dom, his box took about a month. I've heard nightmare stories about these things taking up to 6 months to send. I got mine in less than 2 weeks. And I think part of the reason why is because I found a link online, like where once you have a certain amount of subscribers and you get your checkmark notification or certification, then it's a lot easier to get. So I kind of did the right way. I anticipated it. But yeah, I've heard nightmare stories about these coming in. I also told Dom I'm slightly worried that I'm gonna open it up and it's gonna say racked or pocked or something like that with a dumb typo. That is something that would happen to me, but I'm hoping it won't. Love boxes. Just going through. It's a man in a box. There's no man in this box. I didn't know what you want for Christmas, so I got you this box. We got more and more people. I also would like to say, this is the only thing YouTube's ever sent me. Here's hoping it's not some weird thing like with a pop-up that says your channel's being ended on certain dates. Lux sponsored of Wrecked Roundabout. Dang it, Crash. Just not only wildly off, but impossible for them to have even come up with that. Like, it's the intern's first day. He's never spoken a word of English in his life. He can't type. And he hit submit way too early to check things out. Got my address correct, though. So that's impressive. What could be in the mystery box? Has it been a minute? Yeah, it's been a minute. All right, it's time. I've been patient. Thank you guys for being here. I won't keep you waiting for the 15 minutes. That's dumb. Cease and desist letter. Yes, that's what I was more thinking. It's like, you make one more video making fun of Guns N' Roses and Axl Rose. We're done. So, Da-da-da-da. Can you, let me do this. Let me switch this over so that way you can see the better zoom. Check it out, check it out. Bam! That should work out a little better so you can see. Hopefully I don't cut a wire with this. Please don't scrape the thing. Please don't be broken when I open it. Please don't have a typo. Please don't be the wrong one, like it's like for some other person that has 100,000. And like we got ours crossed, you know, like they set the wrong one to the wrong box. POC reviews brought to you by Noxema. Okay, that's not bad. What's in the spirit box? Fingers crossed, y'all. Bad thing. I love how some of the questions are, have you heard the new Nickelback yet? What do you think about Limp Bizkit? It's like, geez, guys, can you please just calm down for a second? Years of that, too, by the way. As I try, see, it's a little bit awkward with a little flap. They made this child-proof. Come on. There. Gretchen, can you come and help me? Please don't. Everyone's saying don't cut yourself. Okay. Here we go. This should work. Yep, flaps open. It's on camera. I'll try to line it up best I can. It's just black. There's a foam thing. Thank you all for the warning of don't cut yourself. Here we go. Paperwork. Oh, that's nice. There's a little certificate. Okay. First, I'm going to read this one first. Come on, you stupid thing. Little card. Congratulations on your subscriber milestone. We are honored to take part, recognize your achievement, and want you to experience to be exceptional. This award was expected and packaged with great care by Rick. If your award was damaged during shipping, or if you have any questions, please contact us at YouTube creator at society blah 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 blah. Like it's an actual side company that Google has to do this. Don't cut yourself. Don't, guys. It's over. It's okay. Okay, I'll do this before the reveal too. I haven't seen it yet. So hopefully there's no typo. Thanks, Rick. Exactly. Go over here. Okay. Here's a little form. You can kind of see it. Okay. I'm going to read it out loud, then I'll show it to you guys. Here we go. From YouTube. Do you remember your first subscriber, your 100th, or your 1,000th subscriber? Chances are you do. Stop. I have to stop there for a second. No, I did not take notes of who was what numbered subscriber. Goodness, how do you start the letter off like that? Now I feel bad. Your fans may have found you while searching YouTube, learned about you through a friend, or maybe you showed up as a recommended video. No matter how they came to your channel, fans stayed and their numbers increased because of your unique voice and the excitement of being part of a growing community that you established. We are thrilled to see the development of your community and are proud to honor you impressive milestone of reaching 100,000 subscribers with the Silver Creator Award. Congratulations! Also, yes, Crash called it out. YouTube just never shows us that info. We don't know what number each subscriber is. There's no way to tell. Regardless. We know that you have many more stories to share with your community, and we know that your fans can't wait for you to engage and amaze them even more with your commitment and creativity. So keep creating. Keep building. We can't wait to see what you'll do next, and we're here to support you along the way. And who knows, when you reach your millionth subscriber, we may just write to you and ask, do you remember your 100,000th subscriber? I'll bounce right back to that in a second. Yours sincerely, Susan W. I can never pronounce her name, the CEO of YouTube. Is that actually her signature? Is that actually her handwriting on the paper? I don't know. All I know is, no, I do not know who the 100,000th is either, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all you, especially that are in here right now, that actually came to the live unboxing. You had plenty of other stuff to do on Wednesday evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is for you guys, Thursday morning. So I do appreciate it. So, put this over here. That'll work. All right. Now for the actual thing. Come on. Wabam! Hey, it's spelled right! I was legit worried. Legit. Presented to Rocked for passing 100,000 subscribers. Now. Don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. Okay. Actually is nice. I think this is an actual mirror right here too. Yeah, it is. So that's a nice little touch. Some people have complained about it being cheaper quality over the years. I can't complain about this. I am very happy. It's most likely going to go where that Ghost album is, where I used to replace out albums in the background. For the remainder of the time, I'm here in this house. For those who are unaware, I will be moving sooner than later. However, this will be in the background of my YouTube videos. So thank you. Terrified of a 6-letter word having a typo? Yes, that happens quite a bit. So thank you. Congrats again. Thank you, Gretchen. Very much appreciated. Really nice. It's beautiful. A silver plaque with a mirror in the center. Yes. R.I.P. Luke's house. Well, the house will still be here, but I won't be. Earned and well deserved. Thank you, Crash. Thank you, Wrestling Soup, Mission Joe. Hope you're doing well. You got your work cut out for you this week. Thank you, everyone. Very much appreciated. You're one of the few times YouTube algorithm recommended me something decent. Let's see if I can get this closed one-handed. Good enough. Perfect. See? Now, what do you think of One More Light? Linkin Park fan? Oh, I talked about that years ago. Okay, we'll get to the questions in a second. Everyone's just asking random music stuff. Jeez. We don't know if it'll be torn down or not. I'm pretty sure I would know one way or another. So, now that the shiny button has been revealed, and that's what I'll refer to it as, you can also kind of see the Slipknot logo on my hoodie bouncing in the background. Oh, nope, too blurry. I broke it. Come on. I'm using this as the webcam. There you go. Goodness. So, let's celebrate this cup. Now it's not the time for what do you think of? Thank you, Gretchen. I've enjoyed Rocked and love it. Mission I could reach our 100,000th show with all the new AU drama this week. Tonight alone, probably. There'll be more stuff for you guys tonight. It's easy for me to complain and laugh at it. You guys are probably sweating. Barf. Anyway. Thank you all. Where am I moving to? Good news is I'm getting married. I am moving away from I am. I currently live in St. Louis. I've lived all over the country. Born and raised in St. Louis. Went to school out of state. Lived in Florida for years after that. Don't recommend it. Then I moved back to St. Louis. And now that I'm getting married, I'm leaving Missouri, unfortunately. Moving a bit farther away, and I'll reveal where I'm living later on, you know. Are we all invited to the wedding? Unfortunately, I have to respectfully decline inviting every stranger I know, even though I'm grateful for all of you being here. The venue would not appreciate if random people that we don't even know show up, let alone they can account for. I appreciate the thought, though. Congrats again, congrats on the engagement. Thank you very much. We're getting married before the end of this year. I'll leave it at that. Luke was a Florida man by proxy. Oh, I've seen stuff. Will you be playing bass at your wedding? I don't think so. I think I'll be too busy, unfortunately. Weddings are expensive. Hey, man, be drunk. Crash, all I ask, and I think Gretchen can vouch for this, don't get drunk before the ceremony starts. I feel like I'm not asking much. Thank you. So, Gretchen, I saw that in chat. Please do not encourage Crash. No. Hoy. We'll be there in spirit. Exactly. There'll be photos after the wedding eventually. Like every other wedding on the planet. Most weddings, I guess. St. Louis is a lovely city. I'll still be coming back every now and then for concerts and stuff like that. So, will you getting another regretting the past before the end of the year? Wow. I was third regretting the past comment, I think. Stream the wedding on YouTube? No. Will Slipknot perform? Oh yeah, we booked Slipknot for our wedding. You guys playing Du Hast is the wedding? Hate? No. But apparently Rammstein's tour is incredible right now. I feel like Rammstein would not go over well with the venue either. The venue's great. There is a rule about playing nothing that's too suggestive or foul. So, will there be a Crass Thompson impression at the wedding? I'm sure there'll be a lot of impressions in general at the wedding. What would your band be called? Oh, I don't even know. Now I really need a special place to be hanged. It'll be in like my room where I film, where I record all my YouTube videos, and then when I stream, I'll just pop it over like back here. It's light enough to transfer back and forth. That's the plan for now. When I move, it'll be in a different place as well. Yeah, the venue says we can't play music with cursing. So I'll be honest, Rammstein, that eliminates quite a bit, even if we don't understand the language. We know. I'm gonna make you all do impressions of me at the wedding. Oh yeah, Crash. That'll go really well with the families who have no idea what's going on. Congrats, Luke. Thank you. You deserve it. Thank you, Heavy Metal Joker. Thank you all. This has been nice. Hopefully you all know that YouTube has been a beast to deal with over the years. So I'm going to try to give a quick rundown, brief I can, about my YouTube experience. When I started the channel in 2012, it was low effort. It was just doing nothing. I took nothing serious. It was a hobby spawned from boredom and desperation to have something to focus on while I was laid off at the time. It wasn't until like summer 2014 that I actually started upping things and trying to take it, serious, because I was already writing for a music website and shooting for a music website and another music website. So that's when I realized, okay, maybe I should start taking this more serious. Also, because I needed something positive to focus on while I was living in Florida. So, that being said, there have been a lot of ups and downs. There have been channel purges. There have been videos deleted. There have been false claims aplenty. There have been problems with audio and video. There have been many trolls. There have been issues where monetization doesn't go through, and that affects the channel. And there is the ever-changing algorithm, which we are not privy to know how it works until after it's been implemented for a while. That is the plight of all YouTubers. Gretchen, that is correct. You are not allowed to play Simple Plan because we don't want people to leave early. Is that what you want? Second song and people are filing out, running for the parking lot? No. Anyway. It was something very strange happened, though, because I was getting approved for every festival I was applying to, cover all this stuff, be a photographer at concert venues and arenas. I was able to work with other people, interviews left and right for requests when they worked. People weren't watching, and I had to figure out what my audience wanted. And then in 2020, it was a rough time for everyone. 2020 sucked for everyone across the board, let's be honest. For many people that don't know, in a 48-hour period, it was less than 48 hours, but it was like that night and the next day, my mom got diagnosed with breast cancer, and I was furloughed indefinitely from my job. That was a big awakening for me in life in general, to have those two changes. The only consistent thing I had going for me that was at least somewhat steady at the time was the channel, was the website, getrock.net, just doing this type of stuff. Concerts were gone. I was having requests to do interviews, but still no traveling, obviously. I'll switch back over to the thing too. You've seen enough of the button. In that form, you can see it shiny right there. Kind of presented. Sorry about the light glare, but that I don't think I can do much about right now. There you go. Good enough. So, I was furloughed for a total of 16 weeks from a job I was not happy at anyway. And my mom they caught it very early, and my mother's a tough woman. Gretchen understood this. She had my support to focus on things that I needed to focus on, and I'm very grateful for that. And that helped. So, summer of 2020, I started changing up how I did videos, just whatever I could think of as a creative outlet. And that's when I start to see the first real big growth spike on the channel. I went back to work after that 16-week period, started slowing down because I just couldn't devote enough time. 2022 or 2021 happens. I'm trying to plan and focus how I can keep growing the channel, what else I can do while we're trying to figure out the whole Panini thing. And I just lost it at work. It got to the point of no return. I just leaving all the drama aside, it had to be done. So I decided to apply for grad school, got in. I am now less than 4 months away from my MBA from University of Missouri St. Louis. I now have 100,000 subscribers. I proposed to my girlfriend who said yes. I am now moving in relatively a few weeks. I don't know the exact date yet. I haven't set up the truck yet. A lot's changed. And there's a lot of people that have come back and forth as viewers, as support, as creators. I gotta say, this is the one consistency I had as something to focus on as a creative outlet that started out of boredom, just needing something to do. There have been many lows, there have been many highs, there have been many great moments, there have been many ridiculous moments. All I can say to everyone out there, because I know a lot of people have asked, don't think change is bad. I changed my format several times to figure out what's going on. And once I started approaching it that way, things got better. And I don't just mean that for YouTube either. YouTube especially, but still. If there was any advice, because people were saying wanting advice on stuff like that for YouTube, don't be afraid to change things up. Be calculated, plan it out, but do not be afraid to change things up. Do not think you have to stay in one lane. Do not think you have to be doing all that. So, that being said, thank you all for the ride. Not stopping. I'm writing a video right now. I'm very thankful and gracious that I'm now getting brand deals to actually help pay bills with that stuff too. I'm very supportive that I have channel memberships and patrons and people on Twitch. New music nights every Sunday, by the way, on Twitch. They're a lot of fun. That's really about it. Do I know what's going to happen next? No. But I'm happy. I'm glad the biggest hurdle for YouTube is finally done for me. This was a chip on my shoulder, a monkey on my back for a long time. I'm glad it's done. And I can just focus more on the content now instead of the next sub benchmark, the next thing, and the next thing. It helps. Don't give up. If you're a creator, don't give up. If you keep growing, just stay steady. Don't be afraid to change. It can happen. I'm proof, and it's not going to happen overnight, but it can happen. That's it. All the stuff you guys already know. So, that being said, I'll leave the rest of this time. If you guys have any questions, let me drag over the chat box. If anyone does super chats, I will read the questions. I might skip over some because there's a lot. I've missed a lot of text while I was doing the little speech, just talking about everything. Can you guys still see me? Okay, good. Ta-da. Let me scroll up a little bit. Just a little bit. What musical legend would you like to meet? No idea. No Scott Stapp at the wedding? No, unfortunately. We couldn't find his address. YouTube is like Chernobog and Fantasia. I never saw Fantasia. We hired Metallica to play at our wedding. No. Someone called us wimps. Is Five Finger Death Punch playing at the wedding? More like Stapp. Wow, a lot of you got... Okay, so this is why I'm always afraid about the Q&A comment section. Everyone's trying to be hilarious, and no one's funny. However, I get it. Nickelback at the wedding, see what I mean? MGK is at the wedding. Simple Plan would be awkward at weddings. Amazing that with your format you've been able to continue your upward growth. Yeah, because it's not typical format for YouTube, a lot of it. But I kept trying to change things up and figure out what sticks. Trying to, anyway. My format is definitely atypical of music-related format on YouTube, but I try to make it work for me and what YouTube viewers would want. So that's what it is. I would love Nickelback at my wedding. Imagine Dragons at my wedding. Goodness, you guys are just off the rails. Thank you for the super chat, Alex. Glad to be riding this ride with you. Can't wait to see more content. Just out of curiosity, why did you decide to go for an MBA? Great question. 2 reasons. One, I've always wanted the MBA because I guess for 2 reasons is that one, I could use it for Rocked for the business side of things, how to help plan things out. And it's already helped a bit. 2, in case I do have to go back into the workforce, I worked in healthcare IT for a long time. That's where my career was. Like working in IT, software, servers, network design. I was an analyst for programs like that hospitals use. I would be hired by a hospital. So that way, this directly applies to that also. So in case I do need to go back, I have no gaps in my resume because I started the MBA program literally less than a month after I left my job. So I could just hop back into it. That's why the MBA. Good question. So, thank you very much, Alex. I do remember your channel going quite a bit in the mid-2020. Yeah, that's what I saw too. 2021 just got worse also. Okay. I'm late to the channel, but dang, he must have grown. I have, especially on the scale. Your quitting story was great, and congratulations on the master's degree. Thank you. Glad to see everything getting better for you. It's a process. And I'll say this also, just because you're busy and you have tons of things going on in your life, that doesn't mean it's bad. You can be overwhelmed, but that doesn't mean everything in your life is bad. I'm trying to tell myself that more than all of you, just to remember that for myself, so that way I'm not shaking with all the things I have to plan out. Started following the channel with the first top 10 worst #1 rock songs. Goodness. Come to New Music Nights? Yes, please do. They're hilarious. Last New Music Night on Sunday, we had a lot of great stuff, but I swear, I think, Gretchen, if you're still in the chat, you can attest to this. We heard the worst thing, I think, all year. If it's not the worst, it's definitely a candidate. Gretchen, please feel free to agree with that, if you will. What inspired you to review music? I want to say I just never saw a format for it on YouTube that way. I'd always liked album reviews, and that's what I started doing with Rock, was album reviews. That's it. Because I was doing that for websites and stuff like that anyway. The presentation on YouTube for it was very basic and bare bones back in the early stages of YouTube. So that's why I wanted to try doing something like that, something different. That's why. Who inspired you to become a YouTuber? Just YouTubers in general. You could go all the way back to Angry Video Game Nerd if you want to do it that way. You know. Nice guy, by the way. I met him a few years back. One song I want played at my wedding is I'll Follow You by Shinedown. Good suggestion. Hello, what did I miss? Thoughts on Fallujah? Don't know much about him. Will you be seeing the Mars Volta on this tour? Hopefully. LOL, oh lord, it was so bad. Okay, thank you, Gretchen, for following. Been with you since Chocolate Starfish regretting the past. I think that was the first one that people started noticing who I was, at least. Yeah, I was there. Oh, somebody else was there. It was so bad. Gretchen in all caps, confirming what I said. We play a lot on New Music Night, 2 hours every Sunday evening. All the genres I cover anyway, all the new stuff that gets sent to me. So yeah, the new Nickelback song will be on there. I haven't heard it yet, and I'm waiting until Sunday to play it so you guys get a live reaction with it too. We vote on every song, a thumbs up or thumbs down. Also. Worst albums of 2022. Can we have more regretting the past? I'll answer this now, Manuel, and that's a fair question. Not for the foreseeable future. The reason why, people aren't watching anymore. The views on them went down. That's it. So like if views were still there, I would keep looking into it. But guys, if the views aren't going to keep coming in for a series like that, I'm not going to keep doing it. I can't. I have to spend time on things that'll help grow the channel, not serving a small percentage of subscribers in the channel. And I know that sucks for the longtime viewers, but if I only serve the longtime viewers that might come back, I am alienating myself from a potential audience that can grow the channel. That's the reason why. If the views somehow kick up again for past or some of the more recent regretting the past over the last few years, then I would look into it, but that's really the only way, and that's a long shot. We got a super chat from one Crash Thompson. Crash, you do not have to do that. I'll consider that an early wedding gift. I dare all of you to super chat right now. Double dog dare you all. Do it. Devil face, devil face, devil face. A classy super chat from Crash Thompson. I will say this though, if you cannot do a super chat, hit the like button. Liking videos always helps, especially live streams. So, thank you very much. From Dark Dreamer, $5. Thank you, Dark Dreamer. Very much appreciated. I see you on Twitch if I'm correct too. Thank you very much. From Strawberry Burst, you know what, Crash Thompson? I will. So Strawberry Burst took the Crash Thompson top challenge. Thank you. Love the discography reviews. I might do one of those. If you're talking about the tier list discography, I might want to do one of those this month, pending time. And because that might be easier to work on while I'm packing stuff up, I'll let my patrons decide what band, and then we'll take it from there. We'll do it live on Twitch. Have a lot of fun with that. Bless you, Strawberry. Thank you. What's your favorite dead band? I guess I'll assume dead band is in a band like members of past. I guess qualified that would be Queen. I don't know if that's what you meant, though. Tala's new song, that's saved for New Music Night. I have not heard it yet. The new album's coming out soon, too. Love the discography reviews. Yep, one and the same. Why awesome, awful series. I like doing those Fujiwara. The why an artist is awesome videos do not do that well. That's what I'm worried about. So we'll figure that out. Got time. It's still relatively new. See the Taylor Hawkins tribute? I did. I saw most of it. It was great. It was great to see his kids, too. And Dave's kids. Now I can imagine Luke at the altar dressed as the dollar store fiend. No. That would be bad. I already have my suit picked out, my tie, and everything. Love the video on the Queen biopic, yeah. Rich rock scene. You and the Mission should do a list of wedding rock songs. That's not a bad idea. One, Joseph Numbers from Wrestling Soup. A list of actually good wedding rock songs to make a list out of that. That could be worked with. What are some of the best songs in rock to play at a wedding? That's a good idea. There's a lot of good choice with that, too. I might actually look into that. Gretchen can help me with that, too, because we'll probably be busy in October trying to rack our brains for filling out a playlist anyway. We have a DJ, not a band. We didn't want to worry about a band and stuff. So, Wrestling Soup went above and beyond. It did not have to do that, by the way. I appreciate that. I'll have to pay you back somehow when you guys do a live stream, and don't think I won't, because I will. I would have done your last live stream if the super chat thing, I think you have to be a certain amount, but I will pay it back somehow. Thank you, Wrestling Soup. Much love, brother. Right back at you. I'll be listening in. I don't think you guys will be doing anything tonight if you can mentally handle it. But whatever the recap is, I'll be checking it out because good, sweet mercy. Wrestling Soup on YouTube, everyone, by the way. Like, they have a YouTube channel. They have clips of their podcast, and it's great. Like, classic clips, current stuff. It's ridiculous. It's great. So, Birthday Massacre album is okay, but what did you think of it? Which one? I'm not even sure. Makes no sense. Wow. Okay, some of the comments are becoming very fragmented. Is that the right way? As a performing wedding DJ, I'll Follow You by Shinedown. Oh, okay, there you go. Already on our list. Yeah, Gretchen has it covered. Do you believe that Scout's soundbite is a part of your legacy? It's not so much a part of my legacy, but I do feel it's tied to me. And I stand by that when I first heard it, when I was, 8th grade? I think 8th grade when Weathered came out. I remember hearing that song for the first time on the CD, because I did buy that CD, going, what? So, we started hitting it up on YouTube recently too. Yes. Everyone follow Wrestling Soup if you're a pro wrestling fan. Crash positivity doesn't get views. Oh, I got you, Matt Top. Okay. Crash is on to something. It's not that it never gets views. It just does not, it pales in comparison to other stuff like negativity and just random stuff and things like that. It just does. From JPS, no question here, just support Crash on the milestone. JPS, thank you very much. Very much appreciated. You guys are great. You're all great. Listen to Hoobastank, the Reason album, and it's definitely just typical 2000s music. It is. It's not the worst, but it's definitely a product of its time, and it's not aged well, but that's just how that was. Have you looked at Australian music much? A little bit. We play Australian bands on New Music Night too. I just haven't been able to do enough of a deep dive, but I do. So, next concert, I'm seeing Gorillaz on the 19th. Very good choice. I've never seen Gorillaz, always wanted to. I just saw Shinedown on Monday, shot them, and Jelly Roll. Shot Jelly Roll for the local radio station here, then shot Shinedown as well. I applied for Pearl Jam. I haven't heard back yet because Pearl Jam's coming to where I am. And I might do the Trinity of Terror, but I doubt it just because time consuming again. So, that being said, lots of stuff coming. So, would you do a best worst metal albums of the 80s and 90s? I think that might be too broad. I need to narrow down like the list videos by some type of demographic, something. So every now and then I'll get a thing like, do your top 10 best bands. It's like, okay, I need to narrow it down somewhat just for like search purposes, you know? So not saying never, but I'd have to qualify it a little better. Metallica's best album is Ride the Lightning. Where's just random Metallica? When was the first time you ever heard of Five Finger Death Punch? Oh, 2011? Sirius XM Octane? I'm assuming. You can never go along with millennial pop punk jams. Maria, Count Me In. Sugar, We're Going Down. Yes, the Fall Out Boy. The good Fall Out Boy years. Where am I from? Born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. Congrats on the plaque. Thank you. Gave us sub to Wrestling Soup. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you very much. Worth it, by the way. Are you going to Louder Than Life? I can't. I applied, but I have to retract my application. I went in 2019 just because there's too much going on. You know, moving, wedding, grad school, rocked, packing with one arm. Like when I say that, you could probably see boxes in the background. Like it's actively going on just so I could get ahead of it. So do a video about Finnish metal. Okay, then. Lulu Never Happened. From Mad Tom, one of my best followers on Twitch. Thank you, Mad Tom. Can't think of a good question, but congrats on 100K. Your videos have made me a much more discerning music fan, and I really appreciate that. Well, thank you. And for what it's worth, even if no matter who we disagree, like if we agree or disagree on something, that's fine. I love when people learn how to explain why they love a song and why they don't love a song. For so often, we've all heard the douches at concerts saying they hate a band that's like opening, but they cannot explain why. They have no understanding of why they're saying that. Be able to defend your stance. Love, hate, whatever it is. That's how things get better. Next year will be our year for festivals. Yes, Gretchen, I've already talked about that. That's our travel catch-up year, regardless of what festivals they might be. Video on power metal. We play a good amount of power metal every now and then on New Music Night, too. Black metal. Your laugh is hilarious. Thank you. Any dream venue to photograph? There's one in Iceland. I don't know. Dream venue. Like, there's arenas. I got to shoot at Busch Stadium where the Cardinals play. I did the big tour for the local classic rock station. That was Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Poison, Joan Jett. Great experience getting to shoot in a baseball stadium. Loved it. Red Rocks. Gretchen nailed it. Gretchen and I both would love to shoot at Red Rocks in Colorado. A concert. Concerts go there all the time. It's a unique experience. We'd love that. And with Busch Stadium, it was like 105 degrees that day. It was disgusting. And they capped the night off with Motley Crue. It was an odd night. Yeah, Gretchen and I want to go to Red Rocks, a concert. There's concerts all the time there. It's just trying to set aside the time to do it. But yeah, I think that's on Gretchen and mine's bucket list. She would try to shoot for an outlet also. So that would be fun. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I have not. I've only been to Ohio once technically, and that was for Sonic Temple in 2019. And that wasn't even Cleveland, that was Columbus. Loved it. Loved the experience at Sonic Temple with friends and stuff, with Rock Coliseum and everybody. But yeah. Also, heads up, at the wedding will be the first time the Rock Coliseum people have all been in the same place since then. Sonic Temple, which is weird to say. It'll be good. I might be preoccupied, but it'll be good. Red Rocks in Colorado, yep. Going to see Nickelback and Metallica live again, okay. Wish your favorite band, Limp Bizkit, would come through Texas. I'm sure they'll tour again. Have there been any requests for a part 2 of any list recently? All the time. Everything from covers to bad songs from good bands. You name it, there's been a number 2. It's a shame it's been that long since you've Crash, yes. Yes. I think that 2020 was a blink of an eye. But that blink of an eye was excruciating. And I think hopefully now we'll be able to plan things out. Gretchen was there too for Sonic Temple. The photographer already knows to take a fancy picture of you all. Yes. I put it like we listed out who's going to be taking pictures with who. So, never heard of Red Rocks? It's fantastic in Colorado. It's great. Rock Coliseum Live, Wedding Edition, no. There will be no Rock Coliseum shenanigans at the wedding. There better not be. I say that also. My blushing bride-to-be might try to drown one of you in the pond if you get too jokey with shenanigans before the wedding. Just a heads up. After the wedding, I might be on my own, but still. Sonic Temple was great. I hope they bring it back, DWP. I might be trying to do other festivals and stuff like that as well, outside of the DWP circuit. Monster Jam does have a very odd taste in music. What in the world? Monster Jam does have a very, yeah, yes, Crash, do it. Shenanigans are fun, lol. I know there won't. I just thought it'd be funny to joke about. Oh, I know that, Tom. I don't know. That there ARTV can be mischievous. Oh, that's right. Oh, no, you said ARTV. He might pop in now. He's been summoned. Congrats on the wedding to come. Thank you. So, I think I got all the super chats. Thank you, everyone. I really do appreciate that. No, never go to Blue Ridge again. It starts tomorrow. Gretchen and I will be very, very interested to see how it plays out. I wish the best for them. I hope they do. And I mean that, by the way. I want the best. They switched the venue. That's a huge hurdle. And I hope the best for them. I hope they got things figured out. And I hope it goes well. I really do. Because if it's a disaster 2 years in a row, that's doom. I don't want to see people get hurt again, which we saw last year. I don't want to see people get stranded. And yeah, it's sick and things. It's. Yeah. Gretchen, it seems BRF camping is already going way better than last year. That's a huge step up right there. That alone is a huge blessing then already. So, top 10 best butt rock bands. Oh my gosh. The comment section would be so toxic. My comment sections can get pretty toxic as it is, depending on the video. If it's Kid Rock related, the comment section's a nightmare. But happy for Rock. He's up there with best critics like Rap Critic and others. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thoughts on the Woodstock 99 doc on Netflix? Gretchen, we've been summoned again. Gretchen and I both have still not seen it yet, and we both have committed to our friends and other people that we will sit down and watch it. So it will happen, and I'll make my thoughts public. So that comment section would actually be exactly that, a but. Yeah. Yeah. So, what song you heard people talk about, but they completely missed the meaning? Probably a lot. I did a video about that, songs where we got the meanings wrong of completely. And I did research on that. That was a fun video to do. Have you picked a temple to get married in? We're actually getting married outside. It'll be very nice. Very pretty. We're also getting excited too. There's a temple being built near Gretchen's neck of the woods. We finished in the beginning of 2023. She's going to come in with me, and we get to do a full tour of it. It'll be very fun. New Radicals, thank you. Toxic comment section. I remember a time when Trap raided your comment section when you made a video criticizing them, probably. And now he's gone. Look what he accomplished. Nothing. Ever thought doing about a tier list for all the regretting the past albums? That sounds bad. Not like for me. Sounds like a bad idea for me. Best spot rock bands, and then include bands like Deftones and Tool. Oh, a troll video. We're pretty far away from April Fools, but a good troll video, like legitimate trolling. Top 10 best butt rock bands. Number 10, Tool. Number 9, Queen. Number 8, just stuff like that. I'm sure that can't possibly go wrong. I would get slaughtered. I can't even imagine what other ones I would put. Number 8, Rage Against the Machine. Think you do a look at TV shows with best rock albums, Daria, The Crow, and Magnus. Oh, that's something like John's main channel. That's something that could be talked about at least. Figure it out. I remember Daria back in the day used to do all this, because all MTV shows did back at the time, but there's been a lot of TV shows that would use like actual rock, metal, alternative soundtracks. 90s were full of it. Have you listened to Deathcore? Curious? Oh yeah. We just played the new Suicide Silence on New Music Night. Make contact together in the future. Gotta head off. Thank you, Heavy Metal Joker. Hope you're doing well. Number 1 butt rock band. Tool is okay. Oh yeah, just making snark for the troll video. Yeah. So, I think it's been long enough. This was an unboxing video that lasted 47 minutes. It's probably too long. But I do want to thank you for the super chats. I got called a poser for not a real rock fan for liking Hailstorm and Ghost. Oh yeah, I love Ghost. If anyone that tells me I'm something for liking a band, I don't care. It doesn't. It is what it is. I get called a poser every day. I get called a poser every day, and I get accused of wearing eyeliner every day. I've never worn eyeliner once in my life, and if people think I'm a poser, eh. Kate Bush CD and a Godsmack CD the other day. Okay, that's a combination. Top 10 deathcore bands video? I don't know. I don't know about that one. The box must have been hard to open. 49 minutes to open a box, I know. Liking Yes, but not liking Five Finger Death Punch. Like what you like. I think Yes are on tour right now, too. I think they are. Could be wrong about that. I like their song Dance Macabre. That's one of Gretchen and I's favorite songs, especially together. That's unofficially one of our songs. See ya. Congrats again. Thank you all very much. As I start to wrap things up, I just want to thank you all again for hanging out. Super chats were very much appreciated. I will have 2 album review shorts this week. One will be Parkway Drive, which I already have. They was sent to me on Monday. Hopefully I can get that up tomorrow. New video I'm working on right now. I'll just tell you guys. 10 rock songs written as insults. The times where the band or musician legitimately wrote a song meant as an insult to someone. Stuff like that. I have more stuff coming. Website's been fixed enough. If you want to check out more on getrock.net. Thank you guys again. Hope you're all doing well. Please, please, please do check us out on Twitch as well. Sunday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern. 2 hours of new music every week. Rock, alternative metal, indie punk, grunge, industrial, everything in between. Feels good to get called a poser. Congrats again. The drama of Fleetwood Mac versus Fleetwood Mac. That'll be a future video, but I'm sure it'll happen. Thank you all. Normally, at the end of a live stream, I would ask Gretchen, what are some words of wisdom? One more speech bubble solidarity. Yes. Congrats for the button. I'll end with this, and I'll let you all be on your way. Congrats again on my dear, on your huge accomplishment. Thank you, Gretchen. Everyone say goodbye to Gretchen as well. She is the best. And I'll end with this. Thank you. That's really it. Thanks for sticking around. You had no reason to. You had no reason to care. I'm a stranger on the internet to most of you. So thank you for taking the time to watch even one video and leave a comment and spread the word. I assure you, and this goes for Crash, Wrestling Soup, Gretchen, whoever else has content, I assure you, word of mouth goes a lot farther than you think, especially when it's something you like. Have a great night, everyone. See you on upcoming videos. See you live on Sunday on Twitch. Crash, we'll probably figure out the next Rock Coliseum sooner or later for the last one at the end of the year. We'll figure it out eventually. When things get figured out. Until then, have a great night, guys. See you on Sunday.